Mr. Savage recently didn't qualify for FNCS because of one person. Yes, Moneymaker was the reason, but was it because he cheated, played well, or did Mr. Savage make a big mistake? Mr. Savage's game started off great. They were able to get this kill on pro player Triple, and that was going to help them with Storm Surge, but it didn't give them enough, so they needed to go and find more players to do damage to. The thing is, they decided to do this in Storm, and if you know about competitive Fortnite, and being in Storm, you take damage, and if you take up to 600 damage, you'll get a thing called Storm Sickness. The thing is, this Storm Sickness, you'll see later in the video, was a part of the reason Mr. Savage failed to qualify. Unfortunately, Mr. Savage's game actually nearly ended right here. He absolutely lasered, shot for a little bit more, only on 40 HP. Mongrel did come and give him minis, but this wasn't going to be enough. He was going to die to Storm. Luckily though, he got the Panzer by teleporting and was able to heal up with the small bit of heals they had. But now they were scuffed. They were going to need to get a refresh, and get a refresh is exactly what they did. Now usually when players are shooting at a box like this, they might not force it, they might not teleport and fight it, but because they were so scuffed, this was it. It was either make this work or end the tournament here. Luckily though, for Mr. Savage's team, they played well, they stayed close to each other. Panzer did get very low HP, but did not panic, he did not let himself go down. They secured the box, and they also took their time when going to get the loot. Once the opportunity was there, they ran on in, and now they just saved their game, have the opportunity to do a lot with this. The thing is, this was the beginning of Moneymaker. Moneymaker had no kills up until this stage, but now this guy jumps into his box, kills Moneymaker's teammates, but Moneymaker does a great job and gets elimination. Are they able to save him? Yes, the bush definitely helped there, and the fact that they were shooting back at those opponents and had already killed one of their teammates made it a lot easier for Moneymaker and his teammate to get Clownski back into the fight. Thing is, they didn't stop there. They went and found these other opponents and got even more kills. Now they had Storm Surge, they had all the loot they needed. They were actually in a much better position than Mr. Savage, and that was going to be an issue later into this game. While Moneymaker was rotating through mid grounds and low grounds and getting a few kills, Mr. Savage's team was actually looking for the win, and by doing that they had to go for high ground. Here they teleport in and they build up. They don't force it straight away, but they are about to go up for height. They're securing the bottom with metal, and they're scanning, they're trying to see where the opposition is, and here we go, they find it and they start putting down the pressure. But when it comes to taking height, the most important thing is where does the storm rotate to, because if the storm pulled back to that massive sky base, they were never going to be able to fight for it unless they just risked it and fight it up. Luckily though, it didn't pull that direction, and now they have the opportunity to take the game winning play, which as we all know is going for height. Savage just spotted a guy there, Fred. They killed Fred's teammate Tripper early in the game, Thomas's trio, and now they just killed Fred. So if you like Thomas HD, you can blame Mr. Savage for why they didn't quad. We're going to see how Moneymaker stopped Mr. Savage's squad. But anyway, here we are. They're going for high ground, and they're doing a good job at it as well. Securing to another higher building, and they have the bottom support. And what do you do when you get high ground? What's the right thing to do is putting down the pressure. And the thing is, they start running out of mats. But Savage is a nice play here. He puts down the Void teleport. He runs down into Storm and gets materials, because that was the only way they're going to be able to keep this high ground. It's not many materials, he's going to have to find more. And what does he do? He finds more. He kills Atlantic Rash. He does the exact same thing again, goes on down and gets Siphon materials, which is not the best. It's only Siphon, but it's going to help him to stay up there for a lot longer. Now for everybody has been waiting for the final endgame, and I'm just going to show you both sides at the same time to not make it confusing to understand. Here you can see Mr. Savage on high, putting down the pressure. Moneymaker looking to fight these guys from the very low ground. So they're basically on both extremes. One very low and one very high, which is both the best options when you're trying to get the win. But right now, I would say Mr. Savage was in the better position. But the issue is they were just running out of materials. Meanwhile, Moneymaker was on long ground here, getting kills and refreshes. Did do a however though, Mr. Savage get a kill. Moneymaker does do a good job at spraying up, making it hard, and forcing the decision and the mistake for Mr. Savage to go back and Storm and pop medkits. The thing is, if he didn't go into Storm like this, he may have had the chance of fighting him. If he just committed to fighting him, I think he would have had more of a chance of winning, because you can't see it here, but Mr. Savage gets Storm Sickness, which actually kills him really quickly. And when they got knocked out, Panzer actually died. So if they may have just went to the low ground and fought Moneymaker sooner, I think Mr. Savage would have actually won and qualified for FNCS. Because of that loss, they missed out on qualifying by 4 points. But I did go back and check, and with Mr. Savage's community, and to be fair to them, they did find a cheater. They actually were able to get a team above them banned. So Mr. Savage ended up qualifying. There's no need to be mad at Moneymaker, but again, it's a bit of a weird scenario, you know, looking and finding getting someone banned. But if they were cheating, then I don't mind, they deserve to get banned. And all that we care about is Mr. Savage qualified, and it'll be very entertaining to watch. And if you think you want to see more videos of Mr. Savage, subscribe and comment down below what I should do next, as I will make them. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.